Hey everyone, Paul Bowden here from the Microsoft Office for Mac team. Welcome to Building 36, the home of Office engineering here out of Redmond, Washington. Every week, we aim to bring you, the deployment insiders, the best practices, tips, and tricks for deploying and managing Office 365 ProPlus. Today we're going to talk about deploying Office 365 ProPlus with Jamf Pro, the popular enterprise mobility and management tool. These tips will save you time and effort and give you precision deployment techniques to give your users the apps that they need to be productive. So there are 3 steps to follow here. The first is to download the latest Office 365 installation package. The second is to upload it to the Jamf server software. And then the third is to create a policy to target the users and devices where you want to deploy Office. So let's start off with step 1. The first thing you should do is understand the different Office packages that are available. We have standalone app installers for things like Word and Excel, and we also have suite installers. Suite installers allow you to push a single package that contain all of the apps that we have to offer. For enterprise Office 365 deployments, we recommend that you download the suite installer that we call Business Pro. Business Pro contains everything we have to offer: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, OneDrive, and Teams. It even includes Microsoft Auto Update, the program that keeps those apps up to date. So where do you find all these packages? Well, just head over to the macadmins.software website to get a list of the latest download links. Okay, so once you've got the package downloaded, it's now time to move on to step 2. It's time to upload to the Jamf Pro server. I'm going to log on to my Jamf Pro server and head into Settings. In here we find the Packages section. Now I can simply click the Upload button and upload my Business Pro installer package. Wow, take a look at all these packages I've uploaded previously. That's quite a mess. There are 2 problems with these standalone packages that I have here, like Word and Outlook. The first is that cumulatively, the sum of these packages take up about 60% more disk space and network bandwidth than the equivalent suite installer package. The second is that the list grows really quickly as each month goes by, and we add 6 or 7 new entries to this list. And it gets really difficult to see which packages you actually need and which packages are, well, dead.
I want to tell you my secret now.
Okay.
I see dead packages.
Downloads folder. In the JSS. Like packages in disk images.
Standalone packages living in the distribution point.
But I know what you're saying. What if I don't want to deploy all the apps inside this suite installer? Like, you're not quite ready to deploy Teams, or you don't really want your users saving their files into OneDrive. Well, here there's an optional step 2B. You can deploy a configuration profile that tells the suite installer to ignore certain apps. I've got an example on my GitHub which you can download and modify to suit your individual needs. Simply edit that mobile config file and change those Boolean values as appropriate. Here I'm going to set both Teams and OneDrive to false so that they don't get deployed to users' machines. Now we can create a configuration profile back in the Jamf Pro server interface and create a custom settings payload for the com.microsoft.office domain. By using the Scope tab, we can target the exact users and devices that should receive this customization. The best part about all of this is that we can use different configuration profiles for different groups of users, and all of these users can install Office and reference that same suite installer package. Okay, now on to step 3. Here's where we create a policy. We'll head into the policies option and choose to create a new policy. Let's give this policy a name and specify how it should be triggered. I'm going to use the recurring check-in trigger. So the next time that each Mac checks in, which is usually about every 15 minutes, it'll check to see if it needs to run the policy to install Office. We now specify the suite installer as the package to deploy with this policy. As with configuration profiles, I need to set the scope here so that I can target the users and machines that should receive this policy. If you don't want to push Office automatically, you can hit the checkbox here in the Self-Service tab so that users can install Office at their leisure. Even though users will see a single Office installation icon in the self-service portal, any configuration profiles that you use, such as to exclude certain apps, well, those will still be enforced. So those are the 3 easy steps for deploying Office 365 ProPlus with Jamf Pro. I hope this video was informative and fun, and now you understand a bit more about how easy it is to deploy Office 365 with Jamf Pro. And if you like this video, press the like button and hit subscribe to receive notifications for new videos in the future. If you have questions, find me in the Microsoft Office channel on MacAdmin Slack. Take care and see you next time.